Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. This is number 37. So, this is a very powerful idea. We know that compassion changes the way we look and think at something. So, for example, great example is from Label Wolf. So, a guy comes onto a train, and behind him are 7 children. And he sits down, he slumps down in his chair, and the children are just going crazy. And another guy, he's reading his newspaper, and the children are running around, and he can't concentrate. So he's really like upset. He's annoyed. So finally, he turns to the guy and says, "Do you mind like taking care of your kids?" And the guy's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm like in a daze. We just came back from their mom's funeral, and like I don't know what to do." And the guy's like, "Oh my god." And he himself goes and he starts to take care of the kids and read them stories and help them. You see, our emotions are feelings, and our feelings are driven by, if you want to call it, perceptions of reality. So when our perception is in the state of judgment, I'm judging this someone, then we effectively go into hate. And hate is a very bad emotion because it's the desire to destroy. Get rid of the thing you hate. Now, obviously, there's love. Love is the way something makes you feel. But then there's compassion. And compassion is very powerful. And the reason it's powerful is because even if you judge someone, but you then flip it to compassion, everything will change. Because now, instead of going into judgment and hate, you go into compassion, which leads you to love. Now imagine that. There's an emotion that can take you out of hate and into love. And that's the emotion of compassion. So I'm going to give you an example. This is specifically a lot of people have to deal with people that are rigid. They are sometimes obnoxious. I'll give you an example. Today, I was in a parking lot and I had to get out. And there was a taxi that parked kind of in the road, literally in the way. So I was like looking around. Who's this taxi driver? Like bizarre, the whole thing. And finally, he comes back. He obviously had to shop. He came back with, I don't know, a thing of bananas, and he's telling me off. He's like, "You couldn't go the other way." Now, obviously, why is he telling me off? He's not telling me off because he really cares. He's telling me off because he's being defensive. He's defending himself because he knows that he did the wrong thing. He doesn't want me to shout at him. So if you can have compassion, you understand where it's coming from. Instead of being angry, like what kind of a person does this to someone else, you feel bad for the person. And where do we find compassion? Like a parent to the child. The child does something wrong. The parent doesn't beat the child up. He feels bad. He's like, okay, how am I going to help the child? How am I going to educate the child? And compassion is the right emotion. We have to have it. When we're sensing we're going into judgment, go into compassion. And particularly with people that you're close with, a wife, a husband, it's very easy to become judgmental of them. We take them for granted, but they're the ones that we have to have most compassion on because, first of all, they're married to you. But second of all, they're human beings. They deserve compassion. I was speaking with somebody the other day, a wise young lady, and she was saying this line, I guess the Generation Z line, your parents, it's their first time living too. Sometimes we don't have compassion on our parents. We expect them to be Superman or Superwoman. But it's their first life too. They started out as babies as well. We all started out as babies. What do we actually know? Why do we have such expectations of leaders and this and that? I mean, how much could they know? Are they not doing the best that they can do with the knowledge that they have? What about you? Are you not doing the best you can do with the knowledge that you have? So let's have compassion. And in compassion, we'll overwhelm the nature of judgment. And we will be free people because not only do you free the person that you're judging, you free the judger. You free yourself from the greatest prison that exists, a prison of hate. Thank you.